Okay, I'm now go over year 2016 question 6. It's a multiple choice. Asking which one is most likely to be -1 in oxidation states and those halogens. Also, it's a tricky one because if you still record this table, I went through with polyatomic anion. I said halogen, which is kind of tricky. It only writes X. So X into A, I'm only required for ClBr iodide. How about fluorine? Okay, fluorine, it will be only -1 in this case. So just for multiple choice is easy because I said fluorine will be -1 for sure. So the answer of this is A, will be fluorine. But I want to say something else about this. Why is, so on periodic table, they're all in the same column. Theoretically, they can all have -1. How come the other three is not? Because I write this, okay, XO minus in my table. So I'm gonna choose which ClBr iodide that they can all apply. So this three can all be X. Let's just use the first one, Cl, okay, ClO minus as an example. The later one that I also write, okay. By the way, if it's a Cl, it's a hyperchlorite, okay? And if it's XO2 halide, so you are plug in chlorine into this. So ClO2 minus, and there are also ClO3 minus. Okay, ClO4. I'm going just to work through the oxidation states of this chlorine so you can see what's the possible, why the other three are not the correct answer for this question. So overall, -1, they're all -1, right? Right? Okay, -1, -1, -1 equals to chlorine, 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 add. So what's different? How many oxygen, right? So how many oxygen, which I'll use, there's a 1, I just did not write. Each oxygen is -2 times 1. This 1, 2, -2 times 2, -2 times 3, -2 times 4. Solve chlorine each. Okay, if you solve chlorine, still within the video. Okay, if you solve, okay, solve for chlorine equals, okay, it's -2 here, so chlorine needs to be +1. There's +3, chlorine equals to +5, chlorine equals to +7. What is special about this? If you still record where these halogens are in the periodic table, so they are here, right? The last one, and there can maximally be 7 electrons in the outer layer of chlorine. So you can maximally lose all of them. Or, how is this -1? You can maximally lose 7, or you can gain 1 to be -1. Okay? Either one of those, you just lose 5, lose 3, lose 1. That's how it makes. All these 3, I only use chlorine, but the other 3 works. They're all possible oxidation states. Fluorine does not happen with those. Fluorine can just be fluoride. Sounds good?